Good morning. War Eagle. My aunt got me this cup. Well, I got it for, we do like a Dirty Santa or whatever it's called when we do our family thing, our Christmas thing. And mine got me an Auburn cup. It's pretty cool too. I like it. I like the way it looks. And it's perfect because I do coffee time. So, here we are. Round 2. Or actually, I think we're almost up to 70 in the official count because I can see it on my YouTube. I can see the little, I have a playlist of these. So anyways, we're going to do a song. This is one, I did this one too, last fall when I first wrote it. And this was my song for Gert. And so some of y'all probably saw a version of it that I posted right after she passed. I kind of shared a version that I had made a few months prior when I first wrote it. Because I was like, whoa, this might be hard to do for a while afterwards. So I went ahead and I recorded it beforehand. But I'm going to do another version at some point. But anyways, so those, when I started Coffee Time, during those couple of months there, I was getting up like every morning pretty much around 7, somewhere around that time, and I would go downstairs and I would check in. Got my BB hat on, like that. Anyways, I would check in on the Gert, and I'd be like, good morning, Gert. I'm like, how you doing, Miss Lady? You having a beautiful day? And get down and give her some love and give her like a little appreciation. I always do like the forehead to forehead thing with her and a little gratitude because, I appreciated her. And she would allow it. You got to realize she's in like, if she was in human years, this would be like in the 90s. And like, she allowed me to do these things. I don't know whether she wanted them or not, but she would allow it. So I'd get my little like, good morning, Gert time in, and then I'd go make my coffee, and I'd come up here, and I had about an hour, which is when I would shoot my coffee time video and start my editing process on it or whatever. And then I go back down, and it was like I needed to wake her up and do some medicine and like take her for like a little morning walk and some breakfast and some other things and get into the routine for what the day was going to be. But this was like very much part of the routine, which is why it made it a little hard when I was getting back into trying to start back with this. Because if you think about it that way, it was like every single morning right before I shot this video for y'all, I was down there just like, hey girl, I love you. So I was always like in a very like ready to come up here and like give some love to y'all. So if you saw my video yesterday, I talked a little bit about how I had this moment a couple weeks ago where I was just kind of, breaking down a little bit about not being able to have that, and it wasn't like I just did it in the morning. I did it multiple times a day. Every time I went down to see her, it was like, love bomb the Gert, get the love in. And like how much you realize how much, you do it to give the love to them, but like you realize that when you're not giving it out, you're not receiving that as well, and it's intense. And in that moment, it was like this reminder of like I needed to make sure at some point once I was ready that I got back into doing this, because we need to have things in our life where we give love. So find something. If you're struggling with anything right now, if there's stuff going on, you're struggling, I definitely recommend finding something that you can do that lets you give love. And you'll feel better. Sometimes we need things to take ourselves out of our own heads for a minute before we're able to like really be able to. Anyways, I think y'all know what I'm saying. So we're just going to go ahead. We're going to dive right into this song. Normally I try to do the talking afterwards, but we do what we can. We do what we can, right? So when I met Gert, I'd gone up, I was working on my aunt's farm, right? putting in floors. I was taking out carpet and putting in floors, and I never finished, so don't hire me to put in your floors. But I did a good bit of them. But yeah, I'm much better at music and art than I am at floor installations. But I met Gert while I was there, and she was kind of like a free roaming dog that had ended up on the farm. She landed there and running wild and stuff, and she ended up attaching herself to me, and the rest is history. She left with me that week and came with me, and I was like, hey, if it works, it works. And it worked. So I got a good 14 years with her as my sidekick buddy in life. But it was one of those things where I was in such like a heavy place, when I was out there working, and when she came into my life, that it's because of her that I learned, I learned how to love her before I could learn how to love myself. And I learned how to make better choices in my life for her before I eventually learned how to start making better choices in life for myself. And, I think we're really lucky and we're blessed that sometimes we have these people or these animals or these beings that come into our lives and that help us become better versions of ourselves. People that we get to learn from, people that get to learn from us, like all these kinds of things. I think that we have things for a reason, the people that we meet, the animals that we meet, the souls that we align with, all that kind of stuff. So this was my song that I wrote for Gert, and I'm just going to go ahead and dive into it because we've been talking for a bit and it's time for some music, right? Bet you walking down the road, you and me, we got those old souls. Got that look in your eye, maybe we should try for one more day. I'll take another sunrise, baby, then we can compromise. You go over, I'll go under, we can meet on the other side. You know me, I like a long game. Give me love and I'll give you the same. Go ahead and take your time and I'll take mine. The world keeps on spinning and there ain't no line for the real thing. Forever grateful what my eyes seen. Lived 1,000 different lifetimes in a blink of an eye. Mere distance, moving mountains, running water, shifting lines, and you held steady even when I wasn't ready. Found a home in you, I found a home with me, I found a home in you. I guess that's one thing love can do, is show you who you could be, show you who you are. Open up your eyes and open up your heart and let the world in. Lay down your fears. You're more than enough as you are, and that much is clear that we're right where we should be. This place and this time. Give you what you needed, and you gave me peace of mind when we're walking down the road. You and me, we got those old souls. You got that look in your eye, baby, we should try for one more day. I'll take another sunrise, maybe then we can compromise. You go over, I'll go under, we can meet on the other side of that road. You go over, I'll go under, we can meet on the other side I think sometimes we're given music, or we're given things that are they're for our healing, right? I've always felt like that way with music. I think you can find it through art, whatever type of art, or whatever medium you like to use. And that song for me, I've used that same chord progression on a lot of different songs when I was at the same place. Like, it comes back to me when I need these certain things. And I think that's a beautiful thing. So I always encourage people, whether it's music or art for me helps me steady my mind. Music's like a release. They all do different things. Sometimes you got to do movement. I ain't gonna lie, I've been doing like some screaming therapy in my car. Sometimes you just gotta let it all out. You gotta but don't do that in someone's ear, because it's really loud and it's intense. But like, figure out what medium, what thing works. Look at that light. Sun's coming up. But figure out what medium or what thing helps. I just, there's a lot of different things out there that are really good, as far as whether it's grief, or whether it's anxiety, or whatever it is. Just figuring out what thing kind of works for you. And also, shout out BB Palmer, Alabama artist. He's from down here. He's awesome. I figure if you know me, you probably know BB, but if you don't know BB, look up BB Palmer. He is great. Okay, I'm gonna get off of here now and get this video edited. I'm just having fun with this laser light, like a cat. It's got my attention. Okay, coffee. I hope that y'all have a beautiful day. Thank you for hanging out with me, and I will talk to y'all again soon.